Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a pretty incredible contrast. On one hand, you have a massive, multi-billion-dollar superhero blockbuster, and on the other, a completely unknown, deeply authentic supporting character who honestly just absolutely stole the show. We are, of course, talking about Mary Rivera. She brought so much genuine joy to her role in Spider-Man No Way Home, and despite having just a few minutes of screen time, her warmth completely captured the attention of millions of fans. So let's explore her unexpected journey, her real life, and the beautiful legacy she leaves behind.
This whole story begs a really simple, yet totally profound question. Can one brief movie scene completely change a life and leave a lasting global legacy? Well, today we are looking at a remarkable woman who did exactly that. Mary Rivera touched millions of hearts across the globe with incredibly limited screen time, which really proves once and for all that impact isn't always measured in minutes or hours. Sometimes it's just measured in genuine human connection.
And the answer to that question is a resounding yes. We actually see that impact firsthand in her unforgettable role as Ned Leeds' grandmother, affectionately known by fans simply as Lola. During her brief appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home, you can tell she wasn't just hitting marks and reading lines. No, she was radiating this real, lived-in warmth. Her totally authentic performance instantly grounded the story, and it made her a complete standout character in a movie that was packed to the absolute brim with massive superheroes, glowing magic, and these legendary villains.
Now here is a staggering fact for you. Before stepping onto the set of a billion-dollar superhero film, Mary Rivera had exactly one film credit to her name. Just one. That is incredibly rare for someone who becomes an instant fan favorite in one of the highest-grossing blockbuster franchises ever made. But audiences connected so deeply with her funny and heartwarming scenes, proving that, hey, you certainly don't need a lifetime of Hollywood experience to leave a massive mark on the silver screen.
But, to truly understand the magic she brought to that role, we have to look at exactly who she was off-screen. Long before she ever stepped foot onto a Hollywood set, Mary lived a quiet life, completely out of the spotlight. Her world was fundamentally centered around three main things: her family, her deep faith, and her unwavering dedication to helping the people around her.
Just think about the sheer contrast going on here. On one side, we have the staggering scale of a multi-billion-dollar global franchise, right? We're talking massive sets, endless visual effects, and an enormous worldwide audience. But then, on the other side, we have the quiet, humble years Mary spent serving as a missionary. It's just this amazing juxtaposition of two entirely different worlds colliding in the most beautiful, unexpected way possible.
Looking at her pre-Hollywood life, her friends and family simply knew her as a deeply caring, humble, and generous person. She had absolutely zero major acting aspirations. She never, in a million years, imagined that her path would lead her to sharing the big screen with Spider-Man. She was just living her everyday life, focusing on her loved ones and her faith, completely unaware of the massive opportunity that was waiting just around the corner.
So that brings us to the big question. How did she actually get cast in this highly secretive Marvel film? How does a humble missionary with basically zero acting background suddenly find herself dropped right into one of the biggest movies of the decade? The story of her casting is an absolute delight, and honestly, it's just as heartwarming as her actual performance in the movie.
Well, it all started where so many things do these days: a simple Facebook post. The filmmakers put out a casting call because they were specifically searching for a Filipina grandmother living in Hawaii. Mary's daughter happened to spot the ad and actively encouraged her mom to audition. And despite her lack of experience, Mary decided, you know what, I'll just give it a try. And the result? Her natural personality, her innate kindness, and that incredible, genuine smile just completely won over the filmmakers. They saw exactly what audiences would eventually see: pure, unscripted authenticity.
And that innate kindness didn't just win over the casting directors. It took on a much, much deeper cultural significance for the audience. Once the movie was released, it became totally clear that her role was about far more than just a few quick laughs. By simply being herself, she brought a vastly important, positive representation of Filipino culture straight into one of Hollywood's biggest, most visible projects.
Mary herself actually spoke about this impact, sharing how deeply honored she felt to speak Filipino in a Marvel film. She sincerely hoped that audiences would appreciate seeing Filipino culture proudly represented on the big screen. And it really was a beautiful moment, not just for her and her family, but for millions of viewers around the world who finally saw a piece of their own homes, their own grandmothers, reflected in a major blockbuster.
So it's no surprise that Mary quickly became an unexpected fan favorite. People everywhere praised her natural acting and warm personality. Her performance wasn't just funny and entertaining, it was a beautiful, lasting testament to exactly who she was in her everyday life. She didn't have to pretend to be a kind, loving Lola on screen because she already was one in real life.
Sadly, Mary passed away at the age of 82 after suffering a stroke, and when her family shared the news publicly, the outpouring of love was just immense. Fans from all over the world expressed their condolences and profound gratitude, thanking her for bringing so much genuine warmth and authenticity right into the Marvel Universe.
Looking back, Mary's unexpected journey leaves us with a few really powerful truths. First, you don't need a long, extensive resume to make a massive impact on the world. Kindness, authenticity, and courage have a universal language that can inspire people globally. And most importantly, she proved that dreams and brand new adventures can begin at literally any stage of life. Every single opportunity you take, no matter how small it might seem at the time, has the potential to completely change a life.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this to reflect on today. What unexpected opportunities are you holding back from? Think about it. If a humble missionary with basically no acting experience can unexpectedly step into a superhero universe later in life and leave a global legacy of joy, what incredible opportunities might you be letting slip by right now? Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep stepping into the unknown, and I'll see you next time.